Hello, welcome back to the next game between BacT and Scogo. BacT in orange again, playing as the Ethiopians here, Scogo in blue as the Persians. And Ethiopians is a decent safe on arena as far as I know. Persians, not so much, but they can be not too bad somehow, I guess. And I hope this is going to be an interesting match. So let's see how the game is going, how the maps look like, and then what is actually happening in this game. I haven't seen it before, so I can't tell you, I can't spoil anything. We have 4 deer inside for Scogo, really close to the TC, which is awesome. We have the main goat on the main stone, safe in the back. Only one woodline on the left hand side. His base actually is quite somehow open, because this is not close. The third goat is outside, the second goat is outside, all on the other side here, quite far away actually. If this was closed, the map would be better, but not happening. Second stone forward outside, one really close to his base, and that's pretty much it. So Scogo without that, let's call it back base here, means if he's getting rushed, he doesn't really have a lot of space to fall back on. And I guess if he's actually getting rushed, he would fall towards the TC here and here. But he should have a decent start, and he should be able to go for some map control, maybe using scouts here. Because as you can see, 4 deer really close means a lot of food income. This should mean very, very good uptimes here to feudal and castle age. Second boar already on the way, which is fine. 4 villagers on the wood line. That's a really nice spot for a lumber camp. I guess the other one could go here, and it will be really fine. And we have BacT on the other side. Main goal is safe in the back, which is nice for him as well. A little bit of space to boom if he needs it. Not the best wood line that he picked, but he couldn't see that there is a pocket in here. And other than that, main stone is forward, other golds probably forward, is on the far side here, second gold forward outside, second stone forward, and a third gold in the middle of the map more or less. Look at this is so far away, this is almost closer to Scogo than the BacT. It's not, I guess, but we might see a fight around this gold. We have one relic here in the middle as well. This relic, I guess, closer to BacT as well as the other two here, so BacT has a relic advantage, and with the Ethiopians you should be able to get decent uptimes as well. Don't even need to get to gold if you don't want to go for like archers in castle age or go for monks, and looks like BacT will go for that, sending 2 villagers to pretty much the standard. Is it only one maybe? No, it's 2 villagers, and it's clicking up to feudal age. 26 population, Scogo's on 26, but going one more. I guess this is a scout build then. And I'm expecting to see, yes, 2 lumber camps to have enough wood. He got that all ready to go for a barracks in late Dark Age, and then go for a stable in Blacksmith usually. Scogo finished all the sheep as far as I can see. He's now moving out with the scout. Needs to pay attention to not run into back the scout, because he's going to be able to, he's going to be up to feudal age first. And there's the barracks as expected, so nothing surprising here, but also everything we expect, to be honest, and he needs to do Scogo, because I don't think you can skip map control as the Persians here. We have the stable coming up, the blacksmith probably somewhere on the other side. Yeah, look at that wall of towards the TC already, which makes a lot of sense. And BacT probably going, ooh, archer range actually, he's going for archers. No siege workshop or monastery coming up then to go map control here, but already the archer range, we might see it later on of course, but it's the archer build for him. More scout on the way, I guess double predict's done, and more farms coming up. Host on 30 for a split second, I guess, and he's got 1, 2, 3 archers, 2+1 coming up here. No scout fights for the players. BacT can see most of the map, not everything yet, but he is going to scout the rest, and Scogo is doing the same thing. Got 2 scouts now. Has done double relics, I think, horse color too, and we're going to see the first fights in castle age usually. Scogo castle 1505, BacT is there already, and there is the first, let's call it fight. BacT is going to run away. He's not going to show his archers yet, he's going for crossbowmen, fletching, maybe for a siege tower help, that's possible actually, and if his scout is surviving long enough, then he might be able to surprise Scogo here. But I don't see a siege workshop yet, so maybe not. Maybe it's just to have some army in the back. BacT is going for 1 extra TC in the wood line here. Well, I don't really like it, to be honest. He's gonna have a lot of wood, but only space for like 1, 2, 3 farms. Not sure about that. Light Cav coming in for Scogo, and BacT is going for a siege workshop here. So he is potentially going for that siege tower up. Scout is still alive and still running away, but Scogo stopped to hunt it with 2 light cav, and with 4 light cav, only using 3 now. And there's the first monk for Scogo, which makes sense. A TC coming up on the wood line and that main stone. Another TC is already up on the wood line in the main gold. Makes a lot of sense to go with the TCs here. It's a nice defensive triangle, as I call it. And now the scout is finally in trouble. It's gonna get a few hits, but no, not a big problem. And there's the siege tower, but Scogo can see it and is attacking it immediately. And we have BacT without the big surprise moment. Nice wall of fear, and I guess one gate or something, and he will be fine here. The light cav need to go inside to be able to attack those crossbowmen. We don't have a siege workshop up for Scogo yet. It's coming up now, and we'll just have to run back. I'm not sure about this farm, but it's alright. And you can see there's the wall of towards those houses, so BacT definitely needs to run past the TC, but it just have loom for Scogo. He will be fine here, I think, with that map. He might be under pressure, but he should be able to go for a decent mini boom still, and he should be able to defend. He's going for the Scorpion first, which is interesting, but Scorpions are quite decent against crossbowmen, and the light cav are still outside, so they're not going to like try and counterattack the crossbowmen, but instead are going to fight them outside, and looks like BacT hopped them back. Now dropping them out, ballistics on the way, and that's one light cav down. I guess that was the weak one. No, actually it took down one of the healthier ones, and the crossbowman will try to hop in again, but this is also closed. Could be annoying here, like get a few crossbowmen here, then you need a mangonel, but it's double Scorpion, it's also fine. 57 villages for both players here, military numbers 15 against 9, and there's the crossbowman going in once again. That monk is going to run away, not daring to drop that relic. And there is 2 knights attacking this crossbowman. They have to bonus attack as far as I remember, but the Scorpions are too far away. Now I think the crossbowmen are getting caught between 2 dangerous places. They're going down here, but BacT has the boom going on. The 30 Cs up on the main gold, makes sense, not too far away from the wood line. He's going for more farms here. The question is what I'm going to do to see in Imperial Age. Are we going to see Arbalest for Ethiopians first? It's possible, but maybe siege. Maybe you go like siege range, onagers, even bombard cannons are possible. You get the halberd upgrade as the Ethiopians, so onager helps is an option for him here for BacT. And then Shotel warriors, I would love to see them, because Shotels might be a very interesting choice, unless your opponent is going paladin, which is unlikely. So let's find out how Scogo and BacT are going to continue this. You're going to see any counterplay here from Scogo? I guess not. He's just going to try to go for the relics, and BacT actually did not even bother to go for a monastery. No, there it is. But I don't think he was trying to go for the relics. He's got 1 monk now. Scogo has 2 relics already, and he should be able to get more. The completely filled up siege tower is moving out once again. There is 1, 2, 3 knights. Can they see it? Can Scogo actually see the siege tower? He can see it now and should attack it immediately. There is the crossbowman getting dropped out. That's too dangerous. There's a mangonel behind the walls and 3 scorpions outside. Scogo also clicked up to Imperial Age, is going for stables. Now we're going to see Cavalier at least, and I like the idea, because I think Cavalier against Arbalest is a good start for an imp fight. And BacT also on the way up. Dumbring handcart coming in, heavy plow for Scogo, bloodlines on the way, and looks like BacT is still trying to be annoying. That castle on the far side is probably not going up until that siege tower is getting chased away, and looks like the knights should be able to do it. The scorpions are following up, and BacT maybe a little bit bad luck that he didn't catch that in time, the right time. We have the scorpion, the crossbow getting dropped out, go back in, and Imperial Age done for Scogo. Cavalier on the way, Captain on the way, go to have mine in the castle will go up, so we have a TC coming up on that 3rd gold. And the mine camera, the 2nd gold, with another siege workshop here. Halberd on the way from BacT, so he knows what's up. Onager coming up as well. Actually, I'm a little surprised that my call is correct here, but it makes sense. A lot of pikemen already. The crossbowmen could be arbalest soon, and with a lot of halberdiers and a few onagers, you should be able to fire to defend against the cavalier here. Now the question is what is next, because paladin is definitely not an option. Maybe heavy scorpions here for the Persians might be interesting, or onagers themselves, and Scogo is doing exactly that. Makes more sense here. Scogo knows about the onagers. BacT is expanding towards the middle. Scogo on the side where the golds are. Outposts coming up. And as the crossbow is getting dropped out, the Cavalier have to run away basically from the halberdier, which is not too good for Scogo. And looks like BacT did some good fights here already. Isn't it scored it? Population wise, pretty much the same. BacT is a little bit behind with the villagers, but doesn't really matter. And he's going for leather arch armor arbalest now. 2 men on the way. Scogo more villagers, but far behind in military production. And the question is, what are you going to do next? Against halberdiers, you don't want to go with the Cavalier, and there's the Arbalest getting dropped in. Ooh, this is really annoying. I think Scogo should have walled this, but it did not happen, and it's open as well. Onager is now coming up. What is Scogo going to do against the Halberdiers? He could go for his own helps, but they die to the The Arbor is pretty quick actually. BacT going Siege Ram, I think Ethiopians have the better post imp here compared to the Persians, and we're exactly there where nobody's really had a big push. Paladin coming up, so maybe we're going to see a very big fight, and the Paladins could be a game changer, to be honest. BacT with a lot of Halberdiers though, and you need something to fight those helps. Maybe hand cannoneers behind the Paladin, but it's not easy to afford here. And you can see Scogo is going for petards now. He wants to go with a surprise attack, but BacT is pretty much walled here on the close side here, the proxy side, and he's got bombard cannons now as well. Siege Rams filled up. Ooh, this is going to be a devastating attack, I think. Masonry coming in for Scogo, as well as crop rotation, iron casting, getting the Paladins almost fully upgraded bombard cannons, and Orange just waiting, but the siege workshop is going down. We're going to see the big fight here between the two players on this on the big side from Scogo, where the two golds are, where this castle is standing. Paladin is done actually, and now the question is, can Scogo do some damage, or is BacT going to like go through the butter with a warm knife, as you call it in English, I think, or something like that. And there is a lot of siege rams moving forward. The Halberdiers getting dropped out and now taking the fight. The big fight is happening. Honor just behind the castle are doing a decent job. We're taking on most of the siege rams. Also here close to the walls, bombard cannon here, but there's not so many Halberdiers left on the other side. BacT is losing a lot of units. He's not able to get that castle down, which is interesting. Doesn't have a trebuchet behind that, only the 3 bombard cannons. They should be able to finish the job, but BacT Scogo is repairing and is sending the bombard cannon to counterattack as well. So one bombard cannon going down from BacT. The Paladin are doing a decent job. There's still a good amount of Halberdiers and a few Burlesque, actually other way around, and that means Scogo has to run back now. Scogo only on 25 military units, but he's still keeping that castle repaired. He was able to take down the bombard cannons apparently. There's a castle in the middle though now, and with a few archers coming up, that's not the best spot here. 2 trebuchets hitting on that castle. Scogo is still able to go for Paladins, but he is not banking a lot of gold here, and the Halberdiers are still cheap units. I think he needed to go for some trash unit as well. Maybe even elite skirmishes were possible, even though they're not really good. And now the Paladins are trying to get rid of the armor less, but there's so many Halberdiers around that BacT is keeping his military count high. He's got the 2 trebuchets, taking down the castle. Siege workshop will fall next, and Scogo is just low on gold, and it's a problem for him, while BacT has decent resources, good population. Scogo tried to take the Imperial fight, but I think it's over pretty much here. Looks like BacT is also attacking the other side with the 2 castles, one in the middle, one on the left hand side, 3 barracks here, and Halberdier production going. And Scogo is probably going for hand cannoneers now, but is he producing? No, and it's elite skirmishes actually. Makes more sense, but BacT was too quick here. The siege rams did a good damage on the castle, the trebuchets finished it up, and now the Halberdiers are getting spammed into, yeah, almost into Scogo's economy already, at least through the walls here, 3 open walls, and they're doing a lot of damage here. The Paladins are really not the best unit choice. If there were only armorless, then Paladins would be good, but like this, no chance really, and BacT is just able to produce a lot more. He's still double the military units, he's standing in siege ram, siege engine is coming up, and Scogo is calling it GG. Yeah, it was a good, nice approach by Scogo, but he was, I don't know, too slow, or maybe had the wrong unit choice. Paladins is a one way strategy, I feel. One way in the sense that you need to win one big battle and a follow-up, and if you're winning the battle, you could win the game, but like this, you had to follow up quicker, and that's what BacT was able to do. Hope you enjoyed this. See you in the next games. GG.